3 years at least, right? And if you were to start now with the advancements in the technology and what you know kind of as a smarter consumer, my sense is you wouldn't go for a big bang up front, you would go on small and then grow if you were to do it again. Am I right about that?
Yeah, where were you 4 years ago?
Yeah, I was saying you were listening.
Oh, sure, now. Now
I got documentation someplace.
Why didn't you do low-hanging fruit? Why didn't you start small and grow from there?
But isn't it true? I mean, if that were the case, and now it also, by the way, in fairness, Cordys wasn't quite there yet with this cloud option, but now it is.
Certainly. It's a great question. I thought about it until you asked it. In hindsight, we had gotten to a place that was good, and we spent a lot on the front, and now we're in a good place, and we've really kind of done the majority of the spend. It's just incremental now. But it made it painful at the front. If we had gone the reverse, if we'd done something small, maybe trialed it, maybe not gone for the full perpetual license, gone the whole hog in, I don't know what it would have cost. I don't know where we would have had to have, I think, strung together a lot of little victories to get to a point where the company would have had the appetite to spend. So I don't know if there's, I'm not sure what the answer is there. You can kind of go in both directions, if that makes sense.
Keith, do you have any experience with some of your accounts? You've been doing this for a long time. You've seen accounts that come in even earlier than 2009, where it was probably the Big Bang Theory, and there was long, drawn-out process, and there was a perpetual license. And now more recently, we got cloud, we've got the whole marketplace has actually moved up a learning curve. Are you seeing that transition happening, where people are getting a greater return on their investment in a shorter period of time?
What you recommend about
start
small and step into it, that's really what you want to do, and a cloud deployment helps you do that because you're paid by the month instead. And I think we didn't really have that option 4 years ago. We still find a lot of our customers, they're still a little uncomfortable with the cloud, and they want to go with an on-premise, so we'll often do that. And of course, the thing about on-premise is you've got to pay for the whole server. So, but still, that's what we've been doing for 15, 20 years, what everybody's been doing, so a lot of people are comfortable with that. I think whether you go either way, I think the most important thing is to get onto a platform that's going to allow you to have that choice later on. Because if you're designing, even if you stay with on-premise, if you're designing for the cloud now, you're going to have that option to move when the time is right for you.
All right, now I know the microphone is still out there someplace, so anybody have a comment or a question? I mean, you're here to learn. Are you in a situation, any of you, where you really would like to ask these guys a question, whether it's from the user point of view, consultant point of view, or the vendor point of view? Raise your hand if you do. Right here. You got a win. Let's get in the microphone. Go for it.
Hi. John Savas, we talk a lot about using Cordys as a platform. Sounds more like a framework almost for the application you built. So from an enterprise standpoint, are you providing services beyond that? Or are we talking about moving, say, let's start simple, Windows file server. Am I putting that in the cloud with Cordys, my Active Directory, those types of applications? Or are we talking about application specific, using Cordys? I assume there's some SDK or something you're using to build applications.
It sounds like we're going to get answers from two people.
So I'm not sure.
We'll get the user's answer, and we'll get Don to explain
what the scope of Cordys is providing us.
Go ahead, Trent.
Probably weigh in if you want to. We started 4 years ago with Cordys as notionally that we were going to use it as the workflow automation engine internally to manage the business internally. As we have, and again, as I said at the start, we're a cloud provider, and we compete with all the big guys, top right quadrant. As we have gone into developing our iterations the last 2 years of cloud products, we started, we kind of went, we got this Cordys thing over here, this is kind of cool. Why don't we use that as one of the enablers, push it closer to the customer, right, and use it as a platform for doing our auto provisioning activities in the cloud. It's basically the workflow for the cloud platform. So we pushed it out and we're using it there. We're also using it for master data management. So it is the orchestrator in the company for master data management, for our CMDB, and for all of the ancillary systems that connect. And so it's basically playing the traffic cop there and defining the rules. So it's kind of gone from being this internal engine to reaching out closer to the customer's experience as they consume this new cloud environment that we're providing for them as a provider. Does that get at some of it?
Yeah, I understand that part of it. But are you, as another product, because you talk a lot about enterprise, is this a competitor to Rackspace, for example, or an Amazon type solution, where I'm putting my cloud and virtual servers out there, or is this as a platform, as building a framework? I assume there's, what language are you?
So